Hello and welcome everyone, I'm Jason. Thanks for joining from Good to Great Academy, where I share insights based on my book on how to unleash your soul for peak performance. This one insight is often taken for granted and overlooked, but is critical to your success. I remember listening to an interview on television with Wayne Gretzky, one of the greatest hockey players of all time. As they were interviewing him, he was asked what made him the greatest hockey player. Two things that stuck in my mind was that he first stated that he didn't think he was the greatest player, and the second was that he practiced every day so that he could become a better player. Great artists, musicians, athletes, scientists, entrepreneurs, and corporations, anyone who seeks to be great at something remembers this one thing that I will explain. But you need to get over this one obstacle first. Our worldly egos hinder us from our greatest potential, because it tells us that when we are a little better off than someone else because we have a bigger title, more money, more friends, or more likes, people will envy us. It is this ego-driven way of thinking that leads to the downfall of people, especially in the area of ethics and integrity. It's about being a little better off than the other person beneath them that makes these people feel good about themselves. This thinking is what makes the world what we see it as today. Instead of helping one another move up, people try to push others down. It's like watching crabs crawling out of a bucket. They keep pulling each other back in, and only the lucky ones get out of the bucket. The tired and weak get pushed down to the bottom, and only the strong reach the top. The vast majority wants to one-up one another if they can. Or if they can't get what they want, then no one else can have it. There was a survey that showed that the majority of the people polled, given a choice, would rather have $50,000 and everyone else have $25,000 versus everyone getting $100,000 equally. This depicts the heart of people. They would rather boost their own egos and self-esteem while stifling or hindering others, even to the point of making themselves worse off as long as they were ahead of the others. This creates a world where devolution in the character of humanity is taking place. Humanity is failing to evolve spiritually in the areas of ethics, integrity, love, honor, and respect for one another. Removing this obstacle of the ego and pride which causes envy and jealousy is necessary. If you can get over this obstacle in your life, you will be able to move forward much faster. You're not in a competition against others. You are competing with the you of yesterday. You want to be a little better today than you were yesterday. Here's the insight for you to get to great. It is to seek to be perfected every day rather than try to be perfect, understanding that you are your greatest competition. This one insight is easy to understand but challenging to achieve. When you realize that you are being perfected each moment of each day, it becomes a rewarding challenge for you. It takes away the pressure of being envious or jealous of the person running in front of you or those who are miles ahead. Champions and successful people understand that they haven't reached their full potential yet. They're not comparing themselves to the other person. Their competition is within themselves. When you seek to be perfected, it makes your potential limitless. If your goal is to be perfect, you either come to a point where you believe that you're good enough, or worse, you come to the point where you think that you are perfect and no one is better than you, especially in the season that you think you're at the top of your game. As the saying goes, pride comes before the fall, and we have seen many people fall after they reach a high point in their life. When you seek to be perfected, you can humble yourself and you become teachable. You don't think that you know more than the other people and that you can only be taught by the most elite people. You understand that anyone, even a child, can teach you something. It means that practicing daily is the essence of greatness and success. You don't win a marathon or race by getting up one morning and say, I am going to enter the Olympics today and win. Instead, you say, I have a goal to be an Olympic gold medalist, and you begin to practice. You begin to train your body. But that isn't all. In order to be great, you must train your mind and develop your spirit. To reach peak performance, you must train every aspect of your being by gauging not just your physical stats, but your EMPS stats. If you want to learn more, watch my video on gauging your EMPS. Again, to reach peak performance, you must seek to be perfected every day, rather than trying to be perfect. Peak performance requires steady and consistent practice. Remember to hit the like button, watch my next video for other tips that you can work on to achieve better performance and success. Subscribe to my channel from Good to Great Academy and hit the notification button for new videos. Thank you for joining from Good to Great Academy. This is Jason. See you in my next video.